What's up, YouTube? It's Todd Horst here with Tasty Tracker, and today I have another small account challenge for the 2023 account. I do have a cold and trying to work through that, so apologize if I'm a little softer spoken and if I have to cut the video short because I can't finish it because I'm coughing to death. So basically, when we started the challenge, we had called this move up and we're able to put on a bunch of profitable positions, do fairly well fairly quickly. Since then, we've dropped down, kind of just been chopping here for the last couple weeks here, since mid-December. And as such, coincidentally, I guess, put on the NVIDIA trade right around the wrong time. And so we're just kind of in limbo here, waiting for these positions to come off. Through rolling, we've been able to keep these positions out of the money. So it's a 4.5 strike, currently trading at 4.67. And then for plug, we have a 12.5 strike and currently trading at 12.66. So even CVNA, which has been beat up over the last couple weeks and months, has been kind of chopping sideways at this range. So there is hope that in 50 days we'll be able to close above 450 and we could take this off for a full profit. Plug, definitely not concerned with. That routinely has ups and downs, and so we'll look at both the charts then. But yeah, basically, until we get a move up, which I do think is possible here, get a move up, and I think we'll actually exceed these highs and get up somewhere around 420. But of course, we'll have to wait and see for that to play out. So let's go to CVNA. Basically has definitely not done anything since the beginning of December. Because this is such a low value, low dollar stock, there's not really much lower we can go from here. So at this point, we might be better to take assignment at 450 if that's required, and then start writing covered calls. So if we go over and look at the capital requirements, right now it's using about 327 to hold that position, and obviously to take assignment we would need $450. So another $125, and we could just take assignment and start writing calls. And why that might be ideal, if we keep rolling this out, it gets to a point where, especially as IV comes down, we're not going to get really any credit to roll out, maybe a buck or two. But if you look at the 450 strike, and even if it were to, the price were to go down some, so we go a couple strikes out, we can still write a call to cover our shares for, $75, $80, which would be really nice, of course, because I kind of just want to get out of this position. I would just write it for the strike that we got assigned out, which is 4.5. Again, right now it's 130. That would be different at that point, potentially. But so far, the total credit on the trade is 62. If we go down to the adjustment, we can see we started off with a 6 strike, $78 credit. We had a $4 debit to come down to 5.5, $2 credit to come down to 5, and then a $14 debit to come down to 4.5. So I probably could have gotten this for a credit if I would have rolled out further, but we're already at 50 DT days to expiration here for this one, so I didn't want to go out any further than that. So yeah, since my cost is around $60, I have a closing order here to just go ahead and close it and get the money back that it's holding in collateral. Again, right now that's around 264. I think this is actually more accurate than what this is. To get a better number for the current capital required, you can open up the thick client. Okay, so for plug, it's around the same thing. Where it's requiring 332 of buying power. Now this one, currently the credit is 64 and I have a closing order for 30. So I am looking to get out of that one with a bit of a profit. Sorry, I had to cough there. So yeah, $30 debit to close that one. Would be looking to make a small profit. Either way, trying to get out of both of these positions sooner rather than later so that I can start trading ES options on futures. Actually, I won't be trading ES directly. I'll be trading MES, which is the micro ES. So if I go /MES, we can see that a 45-day roundabouts and around a 5 delta, something around $12 would occupy around 644 buying power. So I don't have enough to put this position on now. And that's about a $60 credit. So managing that at 50%, you get around $25 after commissions profit to walk away with. The reason I like ES for more volatile environments is I'm going with 5 delta here instead of the 15 to 20 delta like I had for these other strikes. Obviously in an up market, let's go back to SPY, like we had here, choosing a 20 delta can be very profitable. But when we just get this chop or downwards action, it's just impossible. You know, these were both put on around 20% or 20 delta, and now they're at 33 and 43, and that's after rolling down repeatedly. So it just becomes a nightmare to manage all these positions if the market isn't accommodating you. So while trading futures and options on futures sounds complicated and scary, really you get better strikes because it uses a different margin calculation called span margin. The downside is you get higher commissions. So I know with ES you get better tax treatment. I don't know about MES. Tax at this price level doesn't really matter at all for me because it's such a small dollar amount, but once you get into larger accounts, you'd be trading ES, and that does have tax. Drinking my honey water to try not cough so much. Preferential tax treatment is what I was trying to say. So anyway, so I showed you what trade would look like that. Basically, you're definitely going to need to be on Tastyworks if you weren't before. You should be because they have better margin requirements across the board anyway. And then you're going to need to go into the management side of things, account management, and make sure you've applied for futures trading. So I've been doing that in my other accounts, and even through you know, this chop and down move, still been able to trade successfully. So I definitely have more hope for that. So I think that's all I wanted to say here. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you next time.